Okay, let's get this stream started by booting Fallout 4. There it goes. Now, obviously the discussion is going to be Fallout 76. Bethesda E3 was, well, less than 10 hours ago. You know, because it was 2:30 in the UK. AM. So, but, you know, despite the teaser trailer they released last night with the Microsoft crowd looking decent, you know, it looked very much just like an expanded Fallout 4. Then they released details and it all went to shit. First of all, I'm just checking the Creation Club, just seeing if there's anything free. I haven't actually checked it in a few days. I might have, I don't know, I can't remember. I'm just checking it. But first of all, Fallout 76 is I mean, if we're giving that away for free, I mean, I would never pay money, but... So, yeah, I've got it. I got them. Just making sure I did. But Fallout 76 is online only. Worst possible scenario. There is no... The only single player is online still. Basically, you're in a server on your own. So, by being online only, I mean, hopefully later down the line... Just resetting the chat viewer. But hopefully later down the line they'll have a patch that puts a proper single player mode. But being online only means two things. No mods whatsoever. You know, anything that changed, you know, there might be like the most basic of basic shit mods. But there won't be anything that alters the world. There won't be anything at all mod-wise. Like, because online doesn't allow that, you know, because having multiple people on the same server just causes issues. You know, so if there is mods, they'll be extremely limited to client-side only things, so completely pointless. So there's, and of course, not being online only also means no console commands. For that inevitable situation where, for example, you get stuck here. You know, I'm just trying to find an example of where I can get stuck. You know, you get stuck in a box somewhere. I mean, this is actually pretty good that it doesn't, but you get stuck in a box. You know, I'm trying to find an example and I can't find one. But you get stuck somewhere. You get stuck on the geometry somewhere. It's gonna happen. How do you get off it? You don't. Is simple answer. Without a quest gets bugged? Nah. There's no. You gotta wait for Bethesda to fix it, which we all know they won't. So, you know, it's just there's no benefits to it. The UI looks like a mess. It just seems to be like a complete mess. Poor bosun. Just so tragic. It's a Mr. Handy with only the eye stalks and the thruster left. And for some reason the top bit. But not the side plating. Makes no sense. But, you know, you know, unless a proper offline single player with mods and console commands come, Fallout 76 is not getting my money. And if I had modding skills, you know, it might be a case of, you know, start a project to put it into a proper setting. You know, it's just, no, it's not for me. And it makes me seriously question Elder Scrolls 6, which was announced. It showed like a single picture and that was it. But, you know, it makes me seriously question Elder Scrolls 6 if it'll go the same way. You know, because Elder Scrolls 6 has only just gone in development. But the fact that Fallout 76 is only online makes me seriously wonder. There's also a case that it also focuses around building shit. It seems to be a big focus. And have you ever tried building a settlement without console commands to give you resources? Yeah, it isn't fun. Wow, I didn't realise I clipped that badly. I guess I'm not supposed... No, I can see it. Oh well. But it's not a fun thing to build without console commands pushing it up. Just I don't understand what... I mean... I can't recall a single, time where I've actually done a run on a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls where I haven't needed to use console commands to either fix a quest that's stuck or get myself out of a spot where I fell and got stuck.
Quite a ship you have here.
It's not... I can't think of a single good reason to go online only. This just strikes me as a very bad idea.
Quite a predicament.
What vexes me most is my inability to...
Surely this thing was in a dry dock. Why don't you just lower dry dock walls and sail it out?
Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that...
It just doesn't make sense.
If I help you, I expect part of the payment up front.
What a singular request. Were you in the Navy, I would remind you of your oath. But as a soldier... I will authorize a performance bonus payable immediately. Consult with the ship's purser. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator.
Poor bosun. I always feel sad for that Mr. Handy.
Scavengers approach. Soldier, man the cannons. Kill them only as a last resort. Usually suffice to scare that rabble off. The cannons...
These cannons explode, but the broadside doesn't, like vanilla. And the cannons take so long to recharge, they really are not worth it. Ew, I see a pipe pistol. VATS them. Just cheat and use VATS. Another thing I've just thought of. VATS is a very key part of Fallout. What the f... Oops, I was just trying to reload and the bloody robot hacker got in the way. But VATS is a very key part of Fallout, and even Fallout 4 has its slowdown time significantly, which guess what, you can't do in a multiplayer environment, especially when players are shooting each other. VATS is kind of one of the key things of Fallout. It's one of the, it's one of the things that's been in all four of them. 5 if you count, 5 if you count in New Vegas. This is very much a VATS sniper. I once had this scavenger attack where one of them had a staggering minigun. And if you can imagine, a staggering minigun, it pretty much means stunlock. They're both by down decks, aren't they? But, I just... Fallout 76, it looks nice! The two little trailers they had, both look good. And then you saw it was online only, and immediately I lost all interest.
Your very presence...
when there's nothing else at that E3 announcement from Bethesda at all.
would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
Do you often just interject, as you put it?
Indeed I do. I exclaim from exuberance, and not because...
Why do they have different voices?
wholeheartedly embrace these marvelous turns of phrase and anachronisms. My metal heart burns with a fierce love and affection for our captain. Huzzah!
Why were you reprogrammed? Was the captain involved?
I will confide this only as a caution.
I don't...
The captain requires all crew to speak in the
This just...
We are the inheritors of a sacred tradition. There was a time I thought...
So they've been all reprogrammed.
With menu programming, our sea's incalculable wisdom, a last marine expedition, valiantly returned with much-needed supplies, including replacement power cables, madam. Alas, with a severe lack of appendage...
I say, you reprogram him, but you can't give it a pair of arms, or an arm.
Cables myself.
Can't someone else repair it?
The rest of this crew is programmed for more martial pursuits, and they are
What about the navigator? I thought that was a Mr. Handy as well.
Where I hail in Hearty.
I'm sure there's other Mr. Handys on the crew.
How'd you lose your arms?
They were stolen from me in their prime, with a full 2 centuries left on their warranty.
Good warranty on these things.
As I valiantly defended our ship systems, with the ship surgeon still with us.
Surgeon.
The ship had a surgeon? What happened to him?
Sadly, he is no longer with us. Another casualty in our thrice classic.
I'm assuming the surgeon was the one that reprogrammed them all, and might have been a human.
Look around. The captain's mission brought us here, but it was the surgeon who rebuilt the Constitution. Now it falls to us.
Makes me think the surgeon was a human.
Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech
You know, one of the original tour guides.
you to accept my undying gratitude.
I'm not quite sure why there's an option to actually repair them without using the part, because you end up using the parts anyway. It doesn't really make sense. You know, it's not like you have to find the part. No, you already have the part.
Hey, bosun.
Power courses through the Constitution's veins. Again, her systems, long starved,
Why didn't you? Clearly, it was. I'm pretty sure it's kept in a dry dock, the Constitution, or it is even kept floating. I don't know, but surely it would have been easier just to blow the dry dock up, then fit rocket boosters to it and try and fly it.
complaint about is fluctuating wildly.
Why are you ashamed of that?
Bad for morale, madam. But there were dark times when I made all manner of baseless complaints against the captain.
I'm starting to think that his story about losing his arms was not because of that. That, and I think bosun is like one of the lowest roles on a ship at that time.
With your help, perhaps
I think you were basically cabin boy if you were bosun.
common enough part. Might I recommend
Officer's slave, I think this is what it was. I'm not sure.
assistance, fair winds, and following signals.
The power coil. I have enough bits. I'm sure I can repair this shit. I actually have a power relay coil? Where did I get a power relay coil? I don't remember having one of those.
Hey, bosun.
Power flows far and steady. I would have told you, but alas, I cannot due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, madam, huzzah!
So, no more problems with the power.
Area 1 flows like
Oh, Mr. Handies.
cables. If I may say so, the surgeon would be proud. I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles. Scuttle buddies, our guidance system is on her last legs. If you've not all
Scuttlebutt must be weird, old-timey speak. I'm assuming it's like... I don't know. What would scuttlebutt be? I mean... Don't tell me the navigator's lost. Yep, the navigator's lost outside. Wouldn't be the first time. Where's the ladder? Where's the way down? You know, that's the... I don't remember where the way down is in this ship. Oh, it has 2 staircases, but only one of them actually goes up. Oh, there it is. Ah, they boarded the hole up. That explains it. I don't know how accurate this interior is to the actual USS Constitution. I don't know how accurate it is. But at least it has a deflector dish like a Constitution class now. Yeah, that's what the navigation dish is, and the fact it's yellow is clearly intentional. Hello, Mr. Navigator.
Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
Why did the scavengers attack?
Scavengers protect ship 17 times. Destroyed 13% of ships.
You know, the fact that they can speak normally and then suddenly go into having to recall numbers like a machine.
Logic error. Captain's orders authorize scavenger termination only if necessary to preserve the ship.
If they've attacked you 17 times, why don't you fight back?
This unit suggests Captain's core processes in need of
Probably.
maintenance. Guidance
I think all of them are. Most of them, you know, these are probably some of the few robots that haven't been running continuously for 200 years.
requires its return.
Who stole your guidance chip?
Guidance chip is one entry on the list of stolen items.
That didn't answer my question. Bad robot. Yeah, I think that might be the case, Danny D. It's quite, you know, it makes me glad that likes of Fallout Cascadia exists, because that, you know, that's a fully new Fallout game. Yeah, it's set in the future, but the NCR's still around, so at least there'll be familiar faces in them. You know, and that was probably done, you know, but Cascadia will provide a full new Fallout experience that we need. You know, that Fallout 76 should have been. You know, why you would ever think multiplayer only is a good idea? I mean, not only do you cut your customer base by doing that as well, because you know, I've been on, you know, when it was first announced and the rumours were spreading, it wasn't pretty. You know, there was a lot of hate for multiplayer. It wasn't just like one or two people.
Hey, Mandy.
Don't shoot. Those assholes didn't attack the ship on.
Yeah, they were raiders.
Tried to frag ya anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
So they were scavengers, but not with you.
Well, they were kinda with us. I mean, we're not really, but we do have an agreement. When you waltzed aboard the ship, those assholes, how did you get aboard anyway?
Let's cut to the chase. The robot wants his guidance chip.
You know what he needs it for.
The problem is it's not even an MMO, Danny D. You know, ESO hasn't really hurt. I don't think ESO's hurt anything. Because it's an MMO, it's its own team, it's its own crap, and it doesn't actually hurt anything. You know, it is a separate entity. It doesn't actually hurt the main things because it is totally separate.
Rockets? Why is he building rockets?
Who knows? Maybe a bomb. Maybe he'll launch himself into space. Who cares? It's valuable as hell. That's...
Yeah, it's clear that the fanbase doesn't want a multiplayer Fallout, so why would you even go through that design decision?
Fortune. We got a lot more...
I mean, I understand that Fallout 76 is a lot of Fallout 4 assets. I mean, at least half, you know, it's going to be New Vegas style in that aspect, and that half of it came from a previous entry.
You got some magical way in there? This lady's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy...
No deal. I'm with Ironsides.
The robot is predicting.
I'm not sure that broken robot has much to offer us.
Then screw you, asshole. You're lucky we don't gun you down.
You really want to pick on the heavily armored goon squad with the massive powered armor beast next to her? Yeah, good idea there.
Payday is coming. Yeah.
Yo, turn around.
Hey,
Yeah.
Drag everything
What
that
the-
moves. But for God's sakes, don't...
Oh dear, they're attacking.
You're gonna pay for that.
You know what?
That's a bitch, you mother...
You want to go hostile? You get up and go hostile, I'm blasting you with this. Nah, I'll blast you with my shotgun. Go up. Come on.
It would be better for Ironside is gonna be slag by the time I'm through with him.
Shouldn't have messed. You know, 4 badly armed scavengers with pipe pistols versus heavily armoured pair. Good idea. Sensible. At least the robots don't pick fights with anyone. You know, they're kind of benign. Yeah. But it isn't even an MMO, Danny D. That's the problem. If it was an MMO, we would have just dismissed it from the start. You know, it's a separate entity, separate teams, doesn't really impact anything. If anything, it stops multiplayer going in everywhere else. Although, the fact that Fallout 76 even exists is worrying. I kind of want it to bomb. You know, I want them to see that it was a stupid idea. You know, I want... But, of course, the monkeys are going to buy it anyway, and it's going to be a sales hit, and it's going to have like 1 billion special editions like Skyrim, and then it's just going to be a disaster. Because it'll show other companies that they can do multiplayer-only crap. And there's another thing I thought about. It took a little while to think about it, but being multiplayer-only means that 10 years down the line, it's probably not going to be playable anymore, because the systems won't exist. Now, Fallout 3, for example, is still fully playable. Modern computers don't exactly like it, but it is still fully playable. Also, Deflector Dish. But, yeah. Join the crowd, Danny D. I'm not spending money on it. I wouldn't even take it if it was free. You know, a free weekend wouldn't be worth my time to download it.
What's wrong with the transmitter?
Diagnostic inconclusive. No functioning Mr. Handy's available for detailed...
No functioning Mr. Handy, sir. So what's lookout and what's you? Because you're both Mr. Handies with your limbs.
will be dispensed upon completion.
Repair or replace? Well... That's it. That's it. It's tiny.
Hey, navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Guidance system fully functioning. Bounty dispensed. It is required.
Oh, he's missing a limb. The flamethrower limb.
You've been of service to our locals. Despite ample provocation, I had hoped the guidance chip could be recovered without violence to the scavengers.
I'm not sure if they always see you pick it up either.
I would have spared them if I could have.
I have no doubt that they made a peaceful resolution in common.
They attacked me.
But you did your duty, you did it well. I find I must reward your considerable efforts with the final labor. We stand but a hair's breadth away from embarking on our sacred mission.
My armor's fusing to my body with the heat this thing's kicking out, because I'm surprised the boat hasn't set on fire.
I'm always happy to help.
I would expect nothing less.
Because sentry bots kick out a truly alarming amount of heat.
Nearby factory. It will undoubtedly be a dangerous mission, but I have faith you will succeed.
I'm pretty sure you have to find the bearings. The question is, where are they? Oh no. No! Anywhere but that. Anywhere except Corvega. Ugh. I can, you know, a lot of MMOs are extremely generic, and I wouldn't touch them, Danny D. There's 2 MMOs that I play, both of which are not really very MMO-y. Well, okay, one of them is. I play Star Wars The Old Republic only for the story. I find the group content in that to be beyond tedious. And unfortunately, that's the way it seems to have been going for the last few years, so probably won't be touching that much anymore. And Star Trek Online, because I am a big fat Trek nerd. You know, I'm very much if you look at like Trekkies, they tend to be overweight basement dwellers, and to be honest, that is kind of what I am. I live with my parents. It's cheaper than living on my own. I don't understand the appeal of living on my own. I just saw double barrels and I thought I had my snipey rifle. Fuck it. Oh, fuck it. But I just, Star Trek Online again is not very MMO-y. Most of the content is completely single player. And apart from the social zones, you would never even know there was other players for a lot of it. But yeah, they're not. AFK Avatar. Depends what you mean by completed. If you mean every single quest, no, not. There are some quests I don't think I've ever done on any character. If you mean main quest, then yes, that's done on this stream. I can't remember which streams it was, but there's a list of the old streams in the description. There's a playlist of them, all in chronological order. If it isn't, just tell me and I'll reorganize it later.
This area is under our protection.
Oh well, you're in a spear, and that's why you got a rifle. You're a scribe, you got pistol. But oh yeah, main quest line's done a while ago, and you can tell I sided Brotherhood. But I did the main quests quite a few ago, I think, actually. I'm going to say around stream number 10 is when I finished it. First 10 streams, I'll say, roughly. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think. I think that's what it is. Behold my horrific shotgun accuracy. Oh, that was a legendary one. Oh. How was it even carrying that? I don't think I hit the rad roach. That was a big bloat fly. This is vanilla Fallout 4. The area. The armor is the Far Harbor DLC with a mod skin on it to have it Brotherhood paint job. The hair is modded. The glasses are modded. The big monster Corsa behind me is modded. She's a vanilla companion, but with modded voice lines and modded armor and pretty much modded everything. You'd be hard pressed to find no mods. Any stream of mine you'll probably see mods in, just because, well, not including the hair. Yeah, there we go.
Excellent.
I need to have something in here. Oh! That's where the radar transmitter is. Oh dear. I didn't even know that. Oh! You wouldn't be the first Aussie I've seen in watching my video who's AFK. Wouldn't be the first. Oh no! My lurks! The albino variety, even though I don't know by looking at it. Oh no! Mole rats! Oh wait, no, glowing coon. Because you'll have... Oh, I'm just gonna forget that came flying at me. I'm just gonna forget that. Ow! Something is hurting me harsh. I don't know what it is. Something bloody hurts, and I don't know what it is. Undead super mutant. Also, I'm sure that one day I'll eventually find one of the Creation Club handmade shotguns. Eventually. Keyword being eventually. So far, I've yet to find one. That might have been what was hurting me so much. Those machine guns hurt. You know, they are very much a powerful weapon. And no, the machine gun isn't actually a mod, it's just a renamed assault rifle, because it wasn't an assault rifle, it's a fully fired, bloody water-cooled machine gun. It's not... I did not like it being an assault rifle, because it isn't an assault rifle. Ow. Where's Sledge? Or have I already cleared... No, I don't think I cleared this place out, so where's Sledge? There's one with a rocket launcher called Sledge around here. Oh no, hammer. Close enough. Has a super sledge though. I think Sledge actually is a raider. I'm sure there's an NPC called Sledge. I'm sure of it. I just can't remember where he is. So I'm not off that pin. You know, I was cautiously wary of Fallout 76 when it was first teased, and now I know it's online only, I'm completely put off by it. Right. Why would you mine a one bit of cover? That's actually quite clever. Very unsuper mutant. Oh, finally, backups arrived. Oh, fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta rely on companions or melee. Yeah, a bit late to the party there. Oh yeah, it's online. When I say online AFK Avatar, I mean it's online only. There is no offline single player. You can play on your own, but it's still online. There is no single player, which pretty much means there's no mods, there's no console commands to get you out of situations where you inevitably get stuck. Whether it be physically stuck or quest stuck, you know, it's all a case of it immediately off-putting. And there is no real need for it to even be multiplayer only. They could quite easily had a single player only mode, which was offline, that lets you load up mods, and have the multiplayer as a modless thing for when you want to play with your friends. There was no reason for it to be the way it is. You know, it's running on mostly Fallout 4's assets. Nasty, disgusting things, blood bugs. You gotta make sure you kill them quickly, because they have an annoying... I have once chased one halfway across the Commonwealth when it ran away. Speaking of running away... There it goes. I knew it would. Oh. See you in 10 minutes. It's AFK. What the fuck? What took out that vertibird? I thought I took all the super mutants out. What the hell took out that vertibird? Yuck.
Sweet.
I can't. Normally I just scrap these. It's like less effort than actually unlocking them. Now, I seem to remember being actually quite happy with how this one turned out, so let me just harvest this brain fungus.
I wonder if he was already dead when the insects started eating him.
Yeah, because only X6 would wonder something so bloody morbid. It's kind of it's kind of evil like that. Look, dead Brahmin. But let me just have a little bit of clean. This one shouldn't be too much in the way of cleanup. Because whenever you're building settlements, the scrap function is garbage. It just does not work. Simple as. So you just gotta clean up a few things. Like always clean up all the cars. Clean up, you just gotta clean up certain bits of mess. I don't think this one is particularly bad though. I think this is one of the better settlement sites for not having to clean it, like spend hours cleaning it. That should do it. Oh, I heard the bloody radio going. Ugh, why do I forget to turn the settings off? Doesn't really matter since YouTube fucked my ability to actually do stuff. Yeah. Oh, Omega Gamer 88. So, yeah, because giving people the ability to, player versus player is just annoying. Because there's always going to be some dick who knows exactly the quickest way to get to the nukes and will just launch them. It's another reason I hate multiplayers. I'm not enthralled by it. It was something I could potentially look forward to this year, but nah, that quickly went down the drain as soon as it was online only. I don't care if online mode's there as an extra. You can choose to play it online or single with mods and shit. But the fact that you've got the... Ugh, where is this bloody holotape when you need it? There it is. Let's see, export settle. No, import settlement, there we go. And it is Taffington, there. Always nuke settlement, yes, destroy all items. Always remember to toggle this on back on, because otherwise sometimes it doesn't work properly. And watch the settlement build itself for a minute or so. See, the nuking is so bad. It only destroys stuff that you can make. It pretty much just demolishes the plants and that's about it. It's really quite poor. This is only a tiny settlement. It's one I'm relatively happy with. I try and keep the initial, the original style of the settlement. Like, for example, there's not no I try to keep the original styles of the settlements. Stabilizing pass. There is also one more. It's like Fallout's always been about one exceptional individual, normally a vault with some sort of relation to a vault. Now there's actually one last step you've got to do after that, just to ensure everything works properly. It's just take a plant and just pick it up and place it back down. Don't cancel, you have to actually place it back. Does that go through? Nah, it doesn't climb. Actually, the tree, that's fine. But that's what you've just got to do to make it. Yeah, you just know it's going to happen. I mean, even a single player option is just multiplayer, but there's only you on the server rather than 3 other dicks going around shooting you. And you know that people are going to build giant penises, you just know that because that's what men do. You see it all the time. Someone's going to do something vile.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
Let me know if you want something.
Where's the other guard? Ah, there he is.
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
You just know that someone's going to spawn camp as well. There's going to be someone who has like a million mini. Is going to find like a massive stash of ammo and just going to camp the spawn. You know, which will probably be Vault 76, I would assume. You know, just going to camp outside the gate or mine it or do something obnoxious. You just know that someone's going to do it. Because there's one thing you can rely on, and that's people being dicks. It's one thing you can always rely on. Yeah, I agree, AFK. It will ruin the franchise if it doesn't get stopped. It will ruin the franchise. You know, especially since they're not going to outsource it anymore after New Vegas didn't come in on time, even though it was rushed.
You've done a heck of a job, Senator.
Why the hell does he? Oh, I know why he has that. The automatic pistol. He's one that predates me putting the Creation Club paint mod on, which I've had to manually mess with. Same with him. These guys predate it. Because of power armor, I'm a bit reluctant to recycle them. So, I haven't met a single person who's, you know, actively wants a multiplayer Fallout. Not one. It's not something that anyone's ever wanted, and yet they decided to completely go all in on it. You know, and it's probably going to be loaded with microtransactions as well. Oh, you want some caps so you can actually build shit? Well, that will cost you $5 for 500 caps. You just know it's going to be that way. You just know it, because that's the way. Oh, it's only 4 people per server as well. So it's like, it's just kind of pointless. Like, why is it multiplayer? Why is that the only option? I say, I don't mind multiplayer as an extra. Yes, it tends to hurt. Yes, pretty much all cases where multiplayer has been in a game, it has completely crucified the main game. You get less content, you get less story, you get less gameplay because you don't get updates, because they focus on multiplayer and only on the multiplayer. Oh, that's convenient. This wasn't even what I was going for. Might as well read the holotape. Next time I'm in a bot, Austin might as well go there. Scroll, 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 scroll. It is. Oh yeah, it's all about money. I just don't know why they would do, you know, I don't know why it would ever come to the conclusion that people want a Fallout online. It's clear that people, looking at the massive amount of hate on Reddit and the fact that the trailer came up with #SavePlayer1 for like many pages, like hundreds of comments saying that. You know, it's clear that people don't want multiplayer only, and yet that's what they decide to do. Must have come through here at a low level. Probably dig because it's called Vega. Of course, I'm going to go through it for a low level. Yeah, I don't mind like multiplayer in a thing. The Mass Effects, for example, Mass Effect 3's multiplayer is a good bit of fun, and it doesn't really impact the main game either. Okay, the main game is a bit shorter as a result because it always is with multiplayer taking up development time. But it's a fun little thing, and it's not, but I wouldn't want the whole game to be like that. And it's the same goes with Fallout. My idea would be to have, if you're going to have multiplayer, you have it as a separate entity, where it only loads official ESLs and ESMs. Basically, and only if both players and all players on the server have it. Then, of course, and then single player works exactly like single player does here. You get everything. Mods, console commands, everything. I think I heard the Behemoth. And that's probably one of the first and only Chinese officer swords I'll ever see. Because they are quite rare. I think the Behemoth is dead or didn't spawn. I swear I heard it though. There it is. I don't know why Behemoths were considered scary. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some. Oh, there's gonna be someone mega. There's gonna be. You just know there is. You know there's gonna be spawn camping. There's gonna be some. There is gonna be someone who spawn camps 24/7. Come on, come around the corner. Come on. Come on. There. All I need is that 1% hit chance, and then I can cheat it with a crit. I say, and how will VATS work in multiplayer? Oh wait, it kind of won't. And VATS is a key, as you know, I couldn't imagine playing Fallout without VATS, because it's kind of a key part of it. Oh, fuck it. Oh, I still managed to miss. You know, it's very much a key part of Fallout's identity as VATS. You know, it's how you fought in the early ones. Fallout 3, it was very much still a viable option if you wanted to play with VATS only. You could. Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 less so. You sort of don't quite have the AP to do it. But it's still a case where it's a key identity of Fallout. Oh no, they won't travel in massive groups. It's only going to have 4 people, but you know, all it takes is one dick who's good to be, you know, like be, you know, good shot to be really obnoxious. You know, to just spawn camp everyone else. You know it's going to happen. I just don't see why it would be fun. And then you build something and someone else will inevitably destroy it on purpose. That's going to happen as well. Oh, how do I get up there? Oh, I do hate Lexington. I do hate this little town. It's such a pain to navigate. Corvate. I mean, because it's got this big wall. Ugh. Get a wall. Oh, yeah. Oh, they probably will, yeah. Oh, it's not... I'm not him, by the way, I'm a her. I just happen to have a deeper voice than normal. It's... I'm just not very feminine, I think is the key word. Oh shit, explosive turret. The only type of turret that actually hurts is the explosive kind. Right in a yellow helmet. Yeah, you just know that someone's going to be a dick on the server. You know, even if you got 4 people on a server, 3 people will probably be normals, and then there'll be one dick who goes around causing misery to everyone else. And then there's a case of what happens to all the shit you build when you leave the server and go to bed. Like, do you get back on the same server and your shit's imported in? In which case, will it be built on someone else's shit? Will you find that it's got big gaping holes in it because some dick has destroyed it? You don't know. It's just a bad idea. You know, I don't see it as a good idea. I think it's a really bad way of doing it. Speaking of bad, if we're gonna crash, this is the place it's gonna do it. Corvega is one of the worst locations in Fallout 4 for lag. Well, it doesn't exactly lag, it just crashes. It's melee. You basically have to use that. And I have tuned it so they don't block as often. Because vanilla, they block every single shot. Oh yeah. I really should start eating things. Why did I zoom in? close enough. I think I wasted a pound worth. Don't take the armor, I don't actually have the capacity for it. Oh, lever action. You're a unique ray. You don't often find them all that. At least I know the level list injector's working. Yeah. The nuke, I can guarantee the nuke feature will basically be used for people to wipe other people's settlements and nothing else. It will be there solely to troll others. You just know it. It's one of those things where you just know that sort of stuff. Also, I can't check chat every 5 seconds. I do actually have to watch where I'm going. One day I will find. Also, I fixed the double barrel shotgun so it can actually appear in everything except its medium barrel or short stock form and base ace receiver. I have actually fixed it. Oh shit, there's so many of them. That'll do. That looks like a nice weapon. Wait, nah, that's just a double barrel. Sometimes you do just have to use the... Ow. The explodey turret. Of course my guns have ammo. I do like just cheating that. Yeah, in Fallout 76 there's nukes everywhere. There's a few, like, full-size nukes around that exist pretty much for the sole purpose of pissing off other players. You know, basically you wipe I think there's 6 regions or something that you can nuke, and each one has a nuke in it. And you can nuke any of the 6 regions with the nuke, and if you do, you're basically just being a dick to the other players. Oh no, Charred Ghoul. Gangra Ghoul. Oh, reload. You know, it's just nothing about... You know, the world looks nice, I'll give it that. That's like the one positive I'll give to Fallout 76, is it does look very nice. But then you realise it's multiplayer, and immediately anything that, you know, and then you realise that it's just going to be horrible. It's not going to work. It's not co-op, it's player versus player. It's just... The only way I will ever buy Fallout 76 is if it gets a proper single-player mode that makes it work just like Fallout 4. Oh, I hate Corvega, it is such a fucking maze. I'm not kidding, this place... I never can navigate this place. I've been through it like 20 times and oh, here's the room that crashes. You know, if anyone's gonna crash, this is the room that does it. You know, if any room's gonna go crash, this is the one. Ow! That doesn't even hurt. Oh yeah, I'm sure so. They did show a big bucket wheel excavator, so there is a possibility that they'll be moving shit. Oh. Wow, you actually have a Western revolver. That's actually amazing. I've never seen anyone use one. I've seen a few legendary ones pop up, but never a... Ah, Grognak, you barbarian. That's not... I don't care care what anyone says, that's not a fucking bearing. That's some kind of circuit board. That's not a bearing. A bearing is a circular thing, you know, designed to move. Well, let's leave Corvega. We've killed the boss anyway. So, out we go. Reload out of VATS, because VATS reloading takes forever. What? Wait, what? What? Why could I aim at... I don't even know why I could aim at that protect room. Ah, yeah, it's good old Preston Garvey. I call him Presto de Pesto. Because he... One thing I've deliberately done on this stream is avoid the Minutemen like the plague. I haven't even met them. Or did I go in and... No, I don't even think I've been in the building. I think I deliberately didn't even go in the building. I didn't even want to meet Preston. Oh look, there's an example of a double-barrel shotgun that's actually long. Which means my tweaks worked. I basically... For some reason, there was 2 item templates for the double-barrel shotgun. Get a bit technical here. Most weapons have quite a few more. But the double barrel basically had a default, which is basically the one that appears default. You know, it's the default is always typically the bottom end receiver, a mid-grade barrel, you know, one of the bottom grade barrels and one of the bottom grade stocks. The double barrel shotgun had another one, which was supposed to be more, which was the short double barrel, which was exactly the same as the default. It had the mod collections, everything could work to make it a proper one, but it didn't. So I decided to sort of tweak, you know, I did a bit of tweaking and put the effort in so it actually works like it should. Oh yeah, there is actually something up there, isn't there? There's a bobblehead. My amazingly agilely fat ass round. Oh great, I'm on the wrong tower, aren't I? Whee! Long full boots, can jump off anything. Or 2 times acrobats, I can't remember which I actually have. Oh, I haven't read them, but I've seen enough to know that people are not happy with the fact that it's multiplayer. I mean, if it comes out in November, there's still time for them to add a proper single-player mode that works just like Fallout 4. Hell, you could use Fallout 4 as a fucking base. They've remade Skyrim enough times, why not just reuse Fallout 4's engine? You know, I don't see why you know, maybe they will change it, maybe they'll actually listen. I mean, Bethesda has listened before. Paid mods, remember? They tried something disastrously bad, paid mods. Yeah, that is just floating in midair, isn't it? But you know, they did listen to feedback with paid mods, and although that might have been Valve's influence, you don't quite know. It could have been Valve's influence. Yeah, because paid mods was a joint thing between Bethesda and Valve, and they did, credit to them, it bombed badly. Got the worst fan hate I've ever seen. You know, worse than the review bombs for the Creation Club. To be honest, the Creation Club isn't that bad. You know, it is overpriced, really overpriced. But to be honest, when it's not a Bethesda item, you sort of feel a bit better about it because you know the modders have got something for it. But yeah, that review bombed. But thankfully, review bombing wasn't a thing at the time. That or Skyrim was so robust it could survive. I think bear was it a stunted? That was surprising. Yep. For some reason, only stunted Yaogwai seem to appear. I've done all the changes I can think of that make everything else leveled appear, but not Yaogwai. only ever stunted. I don't know why, I'm just picking some perks. I say, I just don't know why Fallout 76 is a thing. I don't know why they thought multiplayer was good. Also, R91, why don't we have it? Oh wait, there's mods for it. I've heard that it's got a few bugs, so I'm a bit I was holding off on it. Picking perks this late is always a pain in the arse. You know what? Let's have that. Let's get that fidget nut off my finger. If you're ever wondering what these weird whirring noises are during my streams, like that weird whirring noise, it's me playing with my fidget spinner. I have very fidgety hands. You know, when I have a clicky pen, I will click it incessantly, endlessly, without fail. You know, I will keep clicking it. I can't keep my hands still. It's something I'm really bad at. Radical stags. They are so radical, isn't they? Don't you walk away from me at running speeds? I don't like it when things defy nature in my face. Gunners! Get some. Yeah, you're gonna get some. It's called a shotgun. Oh, fuck it. It's often quicker to just bash him in the face and reload. Wow, that turret's got some range. It can't hit me, it had range. Yeah, that's true as well, AFK. I mean, Elder Scrolls 6 might come out in a couple of years, but if it, you know, with Fallout 76 being multiplayer only, makes me extremely wary of it. You know, it should be a reason to celebrate that we finally got confirmation that it's coming within the next within a decade. And this is why I have the long 4 booties. So I can just do shit like that. Yes, he is actually. Is he there? No, doesn't look like it. This is one of the Behemoth sites. I don't think it respawns though, so. It's kind of sad. You know, I do say you know a lot. You know, for one point in time my catchphrase was also... Ah! Oh good, that means I actually built that settlement. If I'm seeing Gauss... The question is, did I have patched this settlement up, I have improved it a bit. But, as it stands, it's not one that's really worth updating. You know, it's not one I'd actually go... AFK, I stream every Monday at about 11 o'clock British to 1 o'clock British. Tuesday, I stream Skyrim for about 1 o'clock British to 3 o'clock British. And Friday I stream Fallout New Vegas / Fallout 3, you know, I'm currently on the Fallout 3 because Tale of Two Wastelands. But that I stream every Friday about 11 o'clock British to 1 o'clock British. And then I also do TF2 videos on Wednesday, but they aren't streams, they're pre-recorded, or typically on the weekend before. You know, for example, they come out on a Wednesday, they're recorded either on the Monday or the weekend. But at the moment they're all going to be pre-recorded because, well, it's summer and I don't have a chance to make them. I like to make sure there's one of those every week, just to let people know that I'm not dead. Now, where's the little bunker entrance there? So, and Fallout 4's every Monday, so. I also occasionally stream TF2, but that's just sporadic. That just comes as and when I have time and can feel like it. You know, the TF2 streams aren't scheduled by any means.
Shit's got ambush all over it.
Of course it has. I've also got a mod that makes NPCs much more alert. Because I found that they were pretty bright in Dead Vanilla. Stealth was so overpowered that you could just sneak in and kill everything. Oh, I give you a custom hair, and you still wear the stupid hood instead. See? Custom hair. But no, you have to have a stupid helmet instead. I thought I took that off your leveled list anyway.
Hell yeah.
Reference to New Vegas battle rifle. Except, it's got a little new addition, it's got some blue tape on it.
Perfect.
Those notes and the terminal explain that one of the raiders at one of the other raider sites, I think it's the brewery one, kidnapped this raider boss's sister, accidentally killed her, but fakes her being her. So this raider boss keeps sending food out to them because this one's in obviously a ration stockpile. You know, it's one of the little things that the raiders are actually connected. You know, it's one of the nice little things. You know, the raider gangs are clearly actually little different gangs. They're not just all the same. I'll kill you now. Could that? Nah, DK so won't. It just looks sufficiently crappy because it's a bodged version. One day I. Oh, hello, Lacey. Yum, pre-war food.
Did you hear something?
Pre-war pork and beans. That's something I would definitely not touch. Because as anyone knows, uncooked pork is one of the most dangerous meats you can eat. And the potato crisps. Oh, I would not touch them either unless I wanted a big bowel movement the next day. You know, there are certain types of food you just wouldn't touch. You know, even if you're an understanding wasteland consumer, you still wouldn't touch some of them. Because some of them are just guaranteed to be a painful experience. I'll get rid of those can shines. AFK, what Lacey means is Lacey's a bit weird. If you, with a chat replay, you can just see him sort of, she, I don't quite know, just appear out of nowhere, typically later in my streams, and just appears and says some really odd stuff. You know, you can have a fun game trying to decipher it. Really, a Mark 1 turret. What the f- You have a Mark 1 turret, but you've got a Raider boss in fucking Exo 1 armor. A full suit. Clearly that one leveled. Which means I do have leveled high-level enemies spawning. I mean... Oh, and that's interesting. I'm glad I disabled that. If you're wondering, any NPC that has a melee weapon permanently glued to their hands that doesn't drop, I can't pick up, is part of the mod that I disabled. I'll face it, I'll call it by name. It's the part of the Vor mod. It's something I don't engage in on streams. If you want to see what I do with Vor, go to my DeviantArt page. Most of that is Vor themed. You know, it's all clean. It's all, I don't do dirty, sexual stuff. It's all clean. No nudity, that sort of thing. There's nothing dirty there, it's all pretty clean. But it's not something I engage in on streams. I have to resist. Well, I know people take offence to it, you know, and I have the decency to not do it on streams. Radioated, yeah, radioated cesspool. I'm gonna go with that. AFK does. I didn't expect XO1 either. I didn't think I set it to spawn to like level 70. Because I altered the power armor spawn list, so no more partial suits, because I hate them. I really hated the partial suits. But I also made it so XO1 takes a lot higher level to spawn than 21. Basically, to give a chance for T45 and T51 and even T60 to sort of actually have a chance to spawn. Oh, I didn't even have a chance. One bullet was enough to take his arm off. Why does Radiation King remind me of the Burger King? And more importantly, by reminding me of the Burger King, he reminds me of being this creepy stalker who comes out of nowhere, opens his cloak and pulls out a burger to shove it in someone's face. Oh, my opinions for Out 76 Lacey? Fuck no for always online. That's a big no. Like most of the community. It's one of the few times I'll agree with a mass. Is that multiplayer only? No thanks. Wow. You go through all this effort to build a bunker and you don't even stick a bed in it. Or a toilet or any food. Strikes me as a... See AFK. Yeah, I know Lacey drives people away. Carrots. I didn't even know carrots flowered. I mean, I guess if a cactus can flower. Then again, little fun fact about cacti. They don't flower very often. They sort of like flower once in their life and that's about it. I have a collection of cacti on my window. Out of 7, 2... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, I have 8 now. I have 8. And only 2 of them have ever flowered. One flowered once, when it was quite young. It was only like a year old, and it flowered. And it's never flowered again. And another one's flowered recently, and it's... Again, I don't think it's going to flower again. I think once they flower, they don't come back. They don't reflower. I think it's a one kind of... And I mean, they're very cute. I have very cute cacti that are like just a single stalk. The single rounded stalk is the kind I have. They're very cute cacti. I do love them. It's... You know, they get watered every month. You know, I look after them, I spin them round to make sure they don't fall over. You know, it's just, you know, one of the things I look after. They're about the only plant I can look after. Anything else is a bit too high maintenance, but... Oh dear. Why would you ever use a Mr. Handy as a warbot? Like, seriously? Bad Rust Devils. Oh no! Something's using a railway rifle or something. It might be just one of the protect drones with a spike thrower gun. No! My ammo! It rolled away! Yeah, it was one with a nail gun. Oh well. It's dead now. Is that Fort Häagen-Dazs? I think it is. Yep, it must be. Because that's the Fort Häagen-Dazs array. So what's this place? Is this the mayoral shelter? I'm not sure. Yes, it is. I've known this area quite well. I've gone through this place quite a few times. I also know something particularly fun about the mayoral shelter. It's got a guaranteed Deathclaw spawn, which is why I'm going in. Also, Mayo is clearly being a selfish dick, so People Power got a digger and pulled the door off his bunker. And this is why you don't spend taxpayer money on it. Unfortunately, they clearly weren't clever enough to actually unlock the terminal, which isn't even locked. But bless them, the ignorant villagers tried. Itchy foot. My nails really need trimming. Well, my toenails do. My big toenails require soaking to make them soft enough to cut. Because I have very thick toenails. Thankfully, it's one of the few things... It must have been one of the things I inherited from my father, because it clearly wasn't my mother, because hers break all the time. That, or mine are just unnaturally strong, because they take a hell of a cut. You sort of have to saw... If they're dry, you have to sort of saw through them. You can't cut them with scissors like normal. And nail clippers don't have the... I really do not trust nail scissors. Blue turrets? That's suspicious. The Institute is afoot. The Institute is afoot. Oh, that's bad, Lacey. That is really bad. I mean, I appreciate a good pun, and of course, I'm going to explain it now. New York is a city full of skyscrapers, some with very fast elevators. As a result, 110-story building in 60 seconds. Bad pun turns it into how fast they read. It's, you know, I do appreciate a bad pun. You know, it's just something I've always appreciated. No, there's also my chat viewer. That's always there. It's an ever-present entity watching over you all. It has an absolute no. It's there to enforce my will. I don't need a bot. I just watch it. I just watch chat and deal with everything manually. I'm not a fan of bots. I just don't trust them. You know, algorithmic detection is untrustworthy at best. I think there's a skill magazine around here. Gotta find his bedroom. What is shortening? Is it baking powder? I don't know. I don't quite know what shortening is. I think it's an American name for something quite normal. Okay, the safe key. Like, why is that out there? I need to find his bedroom. That's what I need to find. Not the women's room, not the men's room. There it is.
Nice.
That was a cheap one, only 29 bucks. Well, at least it's not a pipe weapon. I really hate finding pipe weapons in pre-war locked containers. You know, it's one of those things that really bugs me. I love how the toilet has an advanced lock.
Sweet.
Oh, he jumped. You need to hear his goodbye.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry you had to end this way.
A radio in the bathtub.
Where our children live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man.
Politicians. Putting themselves above their constituents every single time.
Even at the expense of taxpayers' money. The mob has broken through, and it's only a matter of time before they reach the lower level. As a last resort to protect our family, I give you...
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
take my body to the people. Tell them I died a coward. Leave you in peace.
Oh, poor guy, died a coward.
The key to the safe with one of the attendants. I forget his name. Anyway, goodbye, my darling. I I love you and the children so
What bathrooms does this place have? And there must be better ways to kill yourself than a radio in the bathtub. There must be better ways. Nope. Now. Ah, the Simps have arrived. I typically arrive when I come in here to loot that.
Please reveal yourself.
I don't think the Institute's very smart. Fun has arrived. Now I leg it. Into the small room. Actually, I know where to leg it. Oh yeah, X6 will kill it. She's got an endless minigun. Oh yeah, it's a legendary one. Deathclaws can't open doors. I think its legs are crippled. Yep, I can blast away now. If it wasn't for the fact that X6 is a very powerful minigun, that thing would have taken a lot more killing. Oh, hello, Sim. Alert! Sensors clearly need redoing. You know, you clearly need your sensors calibrating when you don't detect anything. Hello, Shaggy Man. No! I can actually climb that. Oh. Oh no. This isn't Hollywood. Flames don't hurt. A fireball doesn't exactly... I should probably eat one of the many food items I have. I need to eat some of my food items. Now we'll do. Fried up fog crawler. Oh, I need to get in the booty room. Oh no, it's a little sitting terminal.
There we go.
Yay! First try lucky. I wonder if the look skill, special has anything to do with that. Oh no. I don't want to go down, I want to go up. Need to find that dead synth. Ah yes, elevator. I forgot about you. Oops. I actually forgot that it was an elevator. Gish floor. That's it. All this advanced technology, and you give them a fucking electrified baton. You know, the Institute continues to amaze me with how inept they are to things. Another thing of synths, try and lure them into melee, because their little arm spin is so useless. It really does, it does no damage. Yay! Yeah. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Let's get back to the USS Constitution. Just making sure my straight line doesn't take me over Abandoned boathouse. It doesn't. That'll be my signal grenade, and I really should return to the Pridwin and get some more. You know, I'm kind of running out. They're very handy to have, the signal grenades, especially if you're not doing fast travel. Which I'm not, because it, you know, it's something I vowed not to do on stream unless necessary. You know, it's something I just, you know, I'm enjoying myself a lot more playing Bethesda RPGs when I'm not fast traveling. You know, because then I get the inclination to go explore some random place I've just come near. Rather than just teleport everywhere. Boing. Also, implementing Vertibird paint jobs only on Brotherhood Vertibirds to have the Brotherhood paint job was one of the earliest things I did with the Fallout 4 creation kit. It's just one... You know, I found the textures, but they were a full replacer only, and I didn't like that, so I actually had to go around and manually edit it, so only Brotherhood Vertibirds have the Brotherhood logo on them. All of the Vertibird, Gunner, Minuteman, Railroad don't. Granted, you won't see Minutemen or Railroad Vertibirds unless you're oh, fuck. Really? Defend a checkpoint? Must you? They're only ferals, they'll win. 3 power armor goons, they'll win. It's only ferals. I'm not wasting a Vertibird flight just for that. I know I can assault. Oh, it doesn't quite... does it actually have the range? I might get a super mutant if they aren't all dead. I think they're all dead. See you later, Danny. See you next time. Possibly. I don't know a bill wobbling on the floor. Yeah. Funny because I think this is Cambridge. No, it isn't. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's right next to the Institute. Unless it only falls over once you've blown the Institute up. That or I've never been around that corner. Yeah, it's take me directly through the middle of the Institute's radiated set, you know, bomb pit. Well, technically it wasn't a bomb, it was just a reactor going critical. We just stuck a bomb on the reactor to start the boom. Trucks to blow. You know how I am about obsessively killing the cars. It's one of my habits. Oh dear. Oh no, it did actually go over, I'm surprised. I was expecting it to go straight through. Literally, where's it going to set me down? I can't even hit that angle. You know what? Fuck you. What the?
Caretaker.
Yeah. Hi, or whatever.
The rest of the railroad is dead and hostile, and yet this guy isn't. What the hell? Why is he like the one not? One psycho among the railroad. It's like the one nice guy. The boat has dropped. And if you're not quick, you do miss.
This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please direct complaints to your local law enforcement authorities.
Okay, I can't say I heard a Protectron say that before. It's not one I can say I've heard it say before. You need to see the ship fly. You also need to grab a skill magazine while it's in here. There is a skill magazine in there. There it is.
Excellent.
The thing is, that's not a bearing. In no world is that a bearing. No world is that a bearing.
Hostiles in area.
These are all on alert for something.
One of the scientists in advanced systems trying to figure out how this boat could end up. Eventually, we just gave up. I'm gonna make this as painful as possible.
There's clearly someone out there. Oh dear, do I have to go search? I have to go searching for someone. What the f... There we go, now it's actually working properly. Now, there must be someone in the near vicinity. Okay, it's not Bunker Hill. Got climb Bunker Hill, get in. No, it's not. Okay, it's not Bunker Hill. They're alert about someone. Something's made them alert. Is it through here? No. That looks like the chem dealers. Oh no, they are. Those are raiders. That might be it. That might be it.
Excuse me. Hold it right there. You want through, you gotta pay. 100 caps.
No shit.
I don't think so. It's your
Oh.
funeral.
Yeah, mess with a heavily armored goon. You may have a numbers advantage, but you don't have a skill or equipment advantage. Well, he wasn't even armed. Was barely even armed. Like, pistols does not count as armed. Please tell me they're no longer, like, hyper alert. Nah, they're fine. Good. They've calmed down. Use a little boat out to get back up.
Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Captain Ironsides.
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. And our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, madam. Well done.
set sail.
On the eve of our voyage, the need for secrecy.
Oh, they're revealing their silly plan.
42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded saving zone. We'll launch into the heavens, and after, gently land in the ocean. And we take our rightful place.
It's gonna sink! It's got big holes in it!
That's ambitious.
As they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. We need to... Those motherless terrors. Prepare to broadside.
Bad to broadside. I'm just gonna lob grenades like a lunatic. Because if they get on the boat, you're pretty much fucked. Oh, VATS. Because they will always kill they might kill someone important if they get on the boat. Oh, you're not even worth VATSing, are you? Save VATS for the stronger ones. Like that. Where are we? This is where having a rifle actually helps. Oh fuck, I'm dead now. I'll just die. I'll just die. Come back here, don't you run away. You're not getting away with my plasma thrower. Oh, the Mr. Handy's got that one.
Hey, Navigator.
At current speed, we will arrive at destination in undefined hours.
Of course we will. These are raiders, I think, dynamically renamed with a script, which is... Oh look!
Hey there.
Reinforcements have arrived.
The disciples are always the clearest choice.
I swear disciples are chunkier than the average raider. Like, quite a lot fatter. Oh dear, this is quite a pile, isn't it? Oh, someone who's ex-pack. Gotta wait for Mr. Navigator to get back up. I'm sure I have to talk to that again. Use the dinghy, it's so much faster.
Captain.
Gods be good, the scavenger assault has been broken. Not one of those scallywags stepped foot on our vessel. All hands, prepare ship for launch.
Congratulations, Captain.
There is one thing. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage.
This is to ensure you don't ride the ship. It is possible.
Consider it done.
It's possible to actually ride the ship.
Amply deserved reward.
But when it hits its target, it insta-kills you. It's scripted to. It's just in case. It's when it basically it has to reset something. Also, that's the British cannon. Oh, gotta find the auxiliary power, which is there. Not quite sure why it needs additional electricity to get going, but oh well. Needs must. I'm just curious at the basement level. Ah, it's just details. There's your auxiliary generator. Oh, auxiliary power. You like emergency power, you always fail in an emergency. Because everyone knows that emergency power always fails in an emergency. Oh, that must have been the surgeon. Or there's a different one. The last remaining Mr. Handy. Well, the weather is good. Preparing for launch. They're all going inside. Preparing for launch. The rockets are firing. I definitely gotta wait for the protectrons to slowly waddle in. In this situation, there we go, it's launching. The weirdest sight in Fallout 4 is going. You know, common sense would dictate just go plop, and then God, oh my god, how silly it was. Look, just it's got one little tiny bit closer. And the irony is, that's another Weatherby. That's another one of Weatherby's buildings. You know, it's just the ultimate irony of the thing. Is they got stuck on Weatherby savings and loan, and they got stuck on another Weatherby's. And I'm sure if there's another Weatherby's between them and the coast, they'll land on that as well. Because they are fantastically fail. It's... Yeah, it's one of the feel good quests. It's one of the really. It's just a little quest that I really enjoy, just because it's so fantastically silly. I mean, look at it. It's a flying boat. Of all definitions of the word. Arsh. Like garbage-filled elevator. Lovely. Go up the elevator and receive my captain's hat. Because you need to have the captain's hat. You need it. It's so silly you need it. You just squeezed into the elevator somehow. Well done. Now, continue other elevator up. Webby savings and loan. Yes, because that's not imposing at all. Hello again.
Mr. Navigator?
Many meters of course along the Z-axis. Plotting new course.
They lost the deflector dish. And the cannon tower and the cannon little control terminal. They clearly took some damage landing here. And the little boat off the back. They lost quite a lot.
Captain Ironsides.
Our hero returns.
Again. So happy.
One cannot deny our progress.
That's a success.
You consider this a success?
Wholeheartedly, madam. I wager at this rate we should land in the ocean in 1, perhaps 2 more launches. My circuits tremble with excitement.
Ever the optimist. Well.
Glad I could help out.
You were instrumental, madam. A veritable godsend. In recognition of your courageous role in this, I hereby promote you to the role of honorary lieutenant. And being
Using the British pronunciation, which is very odd considering they're on an American vessel that actually fought against the British. Now I'm going to be sick and jump off the building. One of the highest. This is one of the highest spots of Fallout 4. I mean, which means I'm going to suicide. You go up the bowsprit, well, as far as I can. You know, it is one of the higher buildings. Obviously, Mass Fusion is the tallest. I think the top of Mass Fusion is the tallest spot in Fallout 4 that you can go to. Although that mountain, the crater of Atom might actually be taller. But, you know, it's one of the taller buildings anyway. So, I'm going to belly flop off this now. And I'm going to be sick watching the fall. Oh, wait, oh! Fanaway Hall was... This building is in the way. Fanaway Hall is in the way. Oh, well, I was expecting to fall to ground level and get a truly sickening jump. But no, something got in the way. Anyway, the Pridwin's over there, I might as well restock. You know, you might as well restock while you're nearby. Wow, non-wild mute fruit. Or mut fruit. Or whatever one you want to call it. Is it mut fruit or mute fruit? I mean, I'm sure mut fruit's pre-E4 war, so it's probably mute fruit because it's mutated mut fruit. or just a mutated fruit called mut fruit. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's a Bluetooth. And I need to reshuffle myself on my chair. What the f...
I think we're really sure. Why do they even try?
Yes, why do they even try? I do actually have it. Actually, you know what? It should work, but I don't want to lose the power on, so I'm just going to move this out. Just going to move this out. Yeah. I'm going to move this up to the Pridwin actually. Then I'm going to build out on the way out. Might as well move it up to the Pridwin. That way I can actually build my little settlement there. Which is more than just farmer. Because of course I've got to have the big... I've got to just have a farm bot. Because let's face it, the Brotherhood would need some sort of little farming place. See, these guys are all actual paladins now, but I think they're all stated to be knights. Or the Pridwin ones are special and get the armor because, well, they're the Pridwin ones. I don't know. I never actually looked deep into the level, so I don't really know how NPC leveled lists work. I mean, I'm just going to do a recycle actor on you. Just... No, you still are T45. You must not be a special Pridwin knight then. Yeah, because normally recycle actor should reset all the level lists. It basically does exactly what it said. It recycles them. The problem is, I think if there are... I'm pretty sure Pridwin has some pretty serious fog. It's him. No, he's still a... I can't tell if he's got a rifle because he isn't bloody... He's still on... Stay still for half a bloody second! Oh, he's still moving. Yeah, he's got the rifle, but he's still a low grade armor.
Excuse me. I saw
Another thing I did to the prison wall was add the bunk beds. I basically replaced all the shitty beds with bunk beds.
How could you have been so close to Paladin Dance?
Oh yeah, none of these bays are... That's my Paladin armor. I thought I looted that to make Hickaxe 6s.
Any other tricks up your sleeve?
No, I'll stick in the Pridwin quarters. Which is peculiarly not a workshop area. You'd think it'd be like home plates, but no. It's just a dumping room, basically. Which is actually bigger than the space it occupies. It's really odd. It's like it was supposed to be a workshop space, but they never actually made it such. I'm tempted to add a home plate style workshop in there, but that would require booting up the creation kit, and let's just say I'm not 100% a fan of the Fallout 4 creation kit and its general instability.
Like this rust bucket.
I also have a plan to make the settlement reset properly.
Proctor,
What can I get for you today?
Let me see what you have.
All of my weapons are vicious.
I don't care, I'm only here for ammo and grenades. And now I've got the broadside places sell cannonballs. Have I actually spent a single cap during these streams? Someone please tell me. I'm not convinced I have. Precious signal grenades. Let's see, let's sell all my crappy crap. So much shite. Wait a second. What? That's a lot of... That's useful for like a fat man. I wonder if that of grenades is useless as the actual Merv. Kneecap is hilarious as well because it just guarantees to break the knees on automatic weapons. See, that's sort of... So clearly that's named wrong, that Defender's one. Poisoners is useless. It's the bleeding one that's amazing, not the poisoner. Poisoner's the useless one. So much shit. I pick up way too much of this shit. Like, way too much. That's funny. Wounding is a good one for automatic weapons. Oh, not my squirt of water. But that's that done.
Scouring the Commonwealth for robot parts. I hope
Professor
I live long
Skara,
enough to witness the
I'm glad you
Brotherhood's
returned
next
safely
triumph from the Institute Sentinel.
So much nicer than Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee just bitches. Because that's all Dr. Lee's ever does is bitch. There's a reason I nickname her Bitchy Lee. And that's just after Fallout 3. That's before even seeing her in Fallout 4. Let's just say it was an unpleasant surprise to see Dr. Lee in Fallout 4. The bitchiest, nastiest character in Fallout 3. Whee! Splat. Because I actually did build a little settlement here. When my fat ass towards it. Whoa!
Hey.
You must be like the highest level Brotherhood soldier I've ever seen. Yeah, a Star Paladin, like that's like the top rank. Actually, like top, you know, that's just below Sentinel. That's basically Honoured Paladin. Yeah, Star Paladin is basically one below Sentinel. It's an honor, much like Sentinel. It's an honorary title. So, goodbye, sleeping bag. Miscellaneous, scroll for days. La 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 la. La 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 la. There it is. Oh, itchy foot again. Sorry, I'm just trying to get into a position where I can itch my foot and still use my mouse. Airport. Yeah, it's got a lot of items. Never do that one at the castle. Ever. In fact, don't do nuking at the don't do nuking all items either at the castle. Because you can fuck up the radio transmitter, and once that thing's fucked up, it's gone. Pairing. Well, I might have to get rid of this burnt out. No, there it goes. It's been nuked. Watching a settlement build before your very eyes. I think I'm standing somewhere where I won't be in the way. Now, if I remember correctly, this settlement did import with some issues. Like, for some reason, some random item just decided not... one of the beds decided not to spawn or something. It was still when Transfer Settlements was in its infancy. It's not the best equipped settlement, but it's equipped well enough. I tried to keep it looking like an airport terminal. You know, I tried to keep it that look. Of course, it did. You know, it was one of my earlier settlements, and it was... Well, it was one of my earlier transfer settlements. I say, I get the feeling some of the doors don't spawn, or some of the... You know, some bits of it I don't think spawn properly, but most of it does. Of course, being an early settlement, I didn't know the powers of mod pos or set pos. Just reset the food, because otherwise the settlers don't like to use it. I know it says don't assign them right away, but you've got to. There we go, farmers now assigned. Actually, I added that staircase for a very obvious reason. You know, I put that staircase... See, this was a case of ungraceful by necessity. It's not the best. I could have done better. Knowing what I know now, I could have done better, and I might update it in the future. You know, it's one of those ones where I could do better. But I have a plan. And that is to plop up onto the Pridwin sleep for 3 days. Just to make sure it's all reset, then save up, and then next week. But because I don't like to leave you know, because I won't be able to make enough distance from here anyway. Not in the time I have. And I come back to the Pridwin a little too often to make sure. So if I go, because the Pridwin's quite handy for this. Because it's quite a few interior cells, you know, I can go effectively 3 interior cells deep in it. I can sort of guarantee. And it works. Also, for some reason the door handles don't work on those doors. Yeah, and I still get the skank bed in here. What is this? If I open my personal tweak mod in the creation kit now, it loses some of its changes because some of it relied on non-master files, which can be a bit of a pain in the arse. So that's one. Cancel. I didn't set it long enough. I didn't leave it scrolling the numbers up fast enough. But anyway, while this is going on, I'll just give my recap of my thoughts about Fallout 76. It's online only, which means that it just does not appeal to me at all. Because without mods and without console commands to get you out of problems, a Fallout game just doesn't have the same appeal. You know, the mod ability to do whatever the hell you want with it, that freedom is one of the things I like most about it. And an online one is never going to have that freedom, even if you're playing on your own on a server. And if you're not playing on your own, well, I can guarantee that there's going to be some dicks. You know, out of the 4 people on each server, there is going to be one dick who goes around shooting you. Always. You know, it's just going to happen. And of course, by being... Was that the 3rd? I'll sleep another day just to be sure. Because I think it's 3 days, but you might as well be sure. And sleep for 7 hours to make sure it's morning. And that settlement should be nice and stable. I don't know if I even have to anymore with the stabilization step, but I've always rolled on the assumption that it's better safe than sorry. It's something I've always rolled on. It's better safe than sorry. You know, you think the weather's going to be bad, take an umbrella. Just... Yeah, it's a bit of a pain to carry it, but you're better off carrying it than not carrying it. Anyway, that is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. Thank you for watching. Good. Bye. Fuck you, exit save. Why must you take so long? Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Goodbye.